Hi there, everyone. Jeff C. here on Sunday, November the 24th. A very, very cold Sunday, November the 24th, here in Montreal with the winds, blistering winds out there. But anyways, I'm warm and inside here, and today I'm going to talk about commercials. If you followed this channel long enough, you know how much I despise commercials. I don't watch a lot of TV. I do watch sports. That's about the limits of my television. So the only commercials I tend to see are the ones that they air during sports programs, whether it's hockey, mixed martial arts, sometimes soccer. One that I've noticed a ton of, and this is going back years, is Bell. Now, Bell, if you do not know, if you're American, perhaps you're not familiar with, but Bell is one of the telecommunications giants of Canada. And they have a very strong hold, especially on Quebec, perhaps Ontario, and are known to have some of the highest prices in the world, which I can definitely tell you is true. But I want to look at their commercials here to give you an idea of how creepy and Orwellian they are advertising themselves. They're not hiding what their intentions are. So just to start with here, I'm going to take a look at their television, and their big thing here is wireless television that doesn't need to be connected to a cable. And so we'll show this as a sort of intro to their commercials. Yes, thanks to Freddie Mercury for providing the vocals there. But it's one of the themes that you will see on almost every Bell commercial is the giant Bell logo, which is always in the background of wherever the sort of scenario is taking place in the commercial. There is always the giant Bell in the background. Of course, they're telling you you're going to break free. The wonderful, wonderful thing about wireless television, I don't know how the television is being powered as it's flying up into space, but you're still going to have to plug that sucker in. But of course, now you're going to have more radio waves, more things, smart meters, all these things communicating with each other, and these telecommunications giants like Bell eavesdropping on everything you do. Here's another commercial in a cafe, just to show you they don't limit themselves to your home.
C'est ça? Wow, fibre. Le meilleur service télé et un service internet super rapide pour vraiment pas cher. C'est comme si t'avais un homard pour le prix d'une crevette. Ou bien un tuxedo pour le prix d'un pantalon de jogging. C'est comme là si t'avais cette super voiture-là pour le prix de cette minoune-là.
Mais tu t'abonnes pas d'abord?
Je l'ai déjà abonné.
En passant, la minoune, c'est ton livre.
There you go again, the giant Bell in the background. And there are literally dozens and dozens of these commercials. They have been using this sort of theme for at least a couple years, as far back as I can remember. Let's look at this one here.
So your new Bell phone works in London?
Jolly right, chap.
New Delhi, G, Casablanca,
Nome,
Tel Aviv, King, Scotland?
Aye, lassie.
Get on the best network with phones that work in a...
Bell in the background here with the orchestra for the Olympics of 2012. So I think you get the idea here with that. Here's another one.
Billy, it's not working between us.
What? Why?
Well, ever since I got the new BlackBerry Z10 on Bell, we've grown apart. We can't share screens, and you don't have BBM video. And you only get LTE speed in one corner of your apartment. I feel like we're not communicating.
I can try and make this work, though.
Billy, it's not you. It's your network.
It's your network, eh? Once again, crippling the male of our society the once upon a time breadwinner, hard worker, industrious, now just a useless sack of goo being ordered around by his better half. Yes, Bell is everywhere, and that is the theme of these commercials, that everywhere you go, Bell will be there with you. Whether you're at the cafe, you're at the park, you're anywhere, we will have access because Wi-Fi is everywhere now, and we will be able to follow and track everything you do. Now, I've done a lot into the NSA, the Canadian version of the NSA, the CSEC, and how these giant corporations are actually willingly providing a lot of this information. Now, I don't know how far Bell has gone to providing information, but I imagine perhaps in future Snowden leaks, we will learn more about the extent of the telecommunications giants of Canada. And there's only 3 of them, right? There's Bell, Rogers, and TELUS, and they are a cartel, and they have done everything in their power to keep anybody else from coming in to compete with them, including destroying small businesses and preventing the internet giants of the United States from entering. Here's one commercial, and it's the theme that you will see again and again and again, and it's really creepy. Of course, you've got the Bell in the background here, and these 2 women are going to discuss how they've managed to take care of their men by providing them a man cave in the basement, in the garage here. Watch this.
So how much do you love 5 TV?
Wireless TV? What's not to love?
Ta-da!
Wow. So they're happy to be out here.
Oh yeah. And you just moved your TV for the game.
It's genius. Best thing ever.
You got it.
That's right, eh? The dumb, stupid male, the father of the family, who is pretty much useless with everything. But if you provide them with sports and a little place to gather with their friends and drink horrible beverages and watch their crap on TV, they will be content. And the women are queuing in on this. It's really something creepy when they can kind of sell it as, like, I mean, these women they're practically referring to the men as pets, right? Isn't it great? You got toys for your dog? Yeah, you can tie them up in the backyard. Keep them occupied. Put a TV in front of them. Now, that's a whole another story in itself. I'm going for the Orwellian Bell here, the omnipresence, ubiquitous, everywhere you go, there is Bell. It's in your home, it's in your garage, it's in the park, it's in the mall, it's at the cafe, it is everywhere. And everywhere you go, Bell will be there for you. They will be watching you. And of course, another way to sell it is, I've seen several of these commercials. It's like a string, and I often see them in French because I watch my sports in French and try to keep my French sharp. But then I see the American versions, or not the American, the English versions of the commercials, and you get the same sort of thing. The people who have the fiber are better looking, younger, and smarter, and the people that have the cable are fatter, more unattractive, and stupider. Here we go.
All right, teams, next question. What's the only service that lets you pause and rewind live TV on up to 6 TVs, all with the same PVR?
5.
Absolutely correct. And which one lets you record 4 shows at the same time with 1 PVR?
5.
Correct again. All right, and here's a quick hint. The next answer will start with an F and end with an I. Great.
Watching TV just got better. I don't know how it did. I mean, it got better somehow. Maybe the image is better, or the fact that you can throw your husband in the garage in his little man cave, keep him occupied. But that's what they're selling. This is their website. Look, wouldn't it be? You can't be surprised to see the iPhone 5S there, the fingerprinting iPhone, the wonderful fingerprinting iPhone. I was watching the Batman movie, the third one, by Christopher Nolan last week, and remembering the scene in the beginning where they actually got Bruce Wayne's fingerprints, and what a big deal it was. A huge fight erupted, people were killed, he was desperate to find out why they wanted his fingerprint. So in the movies, getting fingerprinted is a big deal, but in real life, hey, sign yourself up. Get right on board. The biometric data collection is here. And I've done a lot in that. And of course here they're showing you that Bell is everywhere. The towers making up the L's in this. Wireless TV is just amazing. So, as I said before, the big three of Canada have done everything they can to prevent other competitors from coming in. They launched this campaign, Fair Trade for Canada. What a joke. The highest internet and cell phone prices in the world, amongst the highest in the world, is Canada, thanks to the cartel of the big three, Bell, Rogers, and TELUS. And yet they're talking about it's unfair to give a giant American corporation special treatment, but it's wonderful to give Canadian corporations their special treatment, right? Like the Council of Canadian Chiefs there, the CCCE, Canadian Council of Chief Executives. They're going all out here with this PR blitz against Verizon because Verizon wanted to enter the Canadian market, but no. The Canadian telecommunications giants moved together to do everything they could to block it, right? And they own about 90% of the Canadian cell phone market. And they're doing everything they can to stop Verizon. So why Canada has third world access to the internet? Because we are controlled by these giants. And this is the founder or owner or CEO of Netflix here referring to Canada as almost third world access to internet, which is grossly overpriced. Those are the words of Netflix's chief content officer, Ted Sarandos. It's almost a human rights violation what they're charging for internet access in Canada. Yeah, it's, well, I wouldn't go that far, but it's fucking total gouging of us. But this is the reality. We have these massive corporations that, you know, have so much power over our government, want to watch everything we do. They give us the reasons. They say, man, isn't it terrible that your TV has to have a cable plug in the back? You know, wouldn't it be amazing if you could just bring your TV everywhere? Bring your smart TV in every single room. Bring it with you everywhere, right? Always have your TV hooked up to the internet. Always have Bell watching you. And next thing you know, of course, the Xboxes and the PlayStations that, or at least the Xbox certainly watches everything you do, sending all information to, I guess, the NSA and potentially many, many other corporations that value all the info that you can get on every single human being and don't give a flying fuck about privacy. What a joke in today's world, right? But this is the reality. Bell is the Verizon of Canada, and they are watching everything that we do, and they want to be everywhere, and they don't even hide it. I mean, that's the crazy thing. The commercials, they boast about it. They boast about, well, Bell is here, Bell is there, it's in your cafe, it's in your shopping mall, it's everywhere you go, it's in your supermarket, because if you're carrying one of these smart devices and you have a smart meter on your house like I do, which they just came and put and didn't even tell me, then they're going to watch everything you do and they're going to know everything about you. So a little bit of creepiness from Canada, and there are dozens and dozens of these commercials. As I said, they've been using the same sort of theme for quite a few years now, and it just gets creepier and creepier by the day. Anyways, leave your comments below. Have a great one. Jesse, over and out.